Metal Shred Basement. A lot of people have asked me over the last few years how I learned guitar at a later age in my life, and they just think it's too hard, and I kind of cheated getting into it, and as did a lot of musicians by using different tunings that were a little easier. And I kind of wanted to demonstrate one today because this is how I got started. I started listening to a band back when I was like, late 40s, early 50s, called Creed, who was pretty popular back then. And Mark Tremonti, who is one of my all-time favorite guitar players, used to use a tuning called Drop D to get a real kind of heavier shred sound with that lower D note laid over the top of standard tuning. And what that also does, that most people don't realize, is that drop D tuning allows you to play pretty much chords with one finger. And you can basically go up and down the fretboard on the major D chord, which is the sixth string, the big string, and play really heavy riffs with your middle finger up and down the chord. Now you have to learn the timing and you have to learn the picking and all that. That's part of it, but man, it really makes it easy for you to get into guitar in an easy way. And there's a lot of bands that play in alternative tunings like D. Creed, I mentioned one. I know Disturbed plays quite a bit of drop D tuning and D flat tuning, which is even a little lower. And then one of my favorite bands now, Five Finger Death Punch, has a few songs. They play in standard B tuning, which is a real low, crunchy tuning, but then they drop the sixth string to A, which gives you that ability to play a lot of songs like the one I was just playing there, called Dot Your Eyes, with one finger. You saw me going up and down the fretboard kind of like this. So it's easy as that. So if anybody wants to, don't think you're too old to get into this stuff. Guitar is difficult. It's hard to learn the major and minor chords where you're using three fingers and all of that, and I'm still struggling with a lot of that. But I progressed from these, drop tunings into standard bar chords, which is basically two fingers, and then you can move on from there. So give it a shot. I hope this helps motivate some people to get into playing guitar. It's a great distraction from the everyday life, and a really relaxing way to just jam and relax on your own when you got nothing better to do. So anyway, hope that helps, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.